Moscow is the capital and largest city of Russia. The city stands on the Moskva River in central Russia, with a population estimated at 12.4 million residents within the city limits, while over 17 million residents in the urban area, and over 20 million residents in the Moscow metropolitan area. The city covers an area of 2,511 square kilometers, while the urban area covers 5,891 square kilometers, and the metropolitan area covers over 26,000 square kilometers. Moscow is among the world's largest cities, being the largest city entirely in Europe, the largest urban area in Europe, the largest metropolitan area in Europe, and the largest city by land area on the European continent. Originally established in 1147, Moscow grew to become a prosperous and powerful city that served as the capital of the Grand Duchy that bears its namesake. When the Grand Duchy of Moscow evolved into the Tsardom of Russia, Moscow still remained as the political and economic center for most of the Tsardom's history. When the Tsardom was reformed into the Russian Empire, the capital was moved from Moscow to St. Petersburg, diminishing the influence of the city. The capital was then moved back to Moscow following the Russian Revolution, and the city was brought back as the political center of the Russian SFSR and the Soviet Union. In the aftermath of the dissolution of the Soviet Union, Moscow remained as the capital city of the contemporary and newly established Russian Federation. As the northernmost and coldest megacity in the world, and with a history that dates over 8 centuries, Moscow is governed as a federal city that serves as the political, economic, cultural, and scientific center of Russia and Eastern Europe. As an Alpha World city, Moscow has one of the world's largest urban economies, and is one of the most expensive cities in the world. The city is one of the fastest growing tourist destinations in the world, and is one of Europe's most visited cities. Moscow is home to the third highest number of billionaires of any city in the world, and has the highest number of billionaires of any city in Europe. The Moscow International Business Center is one of the largest financial centers in Europe and the world, and features some of Europe's tallest skyscrapers. Muscovites enjoy public digital services more than anywhere else in Europe, and the best e-government services in the world. Moscow was the host city of the 1980 Summer Olympics, and one of the host cities of the 2018 FIFA World Cup. As the historic core of Russia, Moscow serves as the home of numerous Russian artists, scientists, and sports figures due to the presence of its various museums, academic and political institutions and theaters. The city is home to several UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and is well known for its display of Russian architecture, particularly its historic Red Square, and buildings such as the St. Basil's Cathedral and the Moscow Kremlin, of which the latter serves as the seat of power of the government of Russia. Moscow is home to many Russian companies in numerous industries, and is served by a comprehensive transit network, which includes 4 international airports, 9 railway terminals, a tram system, a monorail system, and most notably the Moscow Metro, the busiest metro system in Europe, and one of the largest rapid transit systems in the world. The city has over 40% of its territory covered by greenery, making it one of the greenest cities in Europe and the world. Moscow is situated on the banks of the Moskva River, which flows for just over 500 kilometers through the East European plain in central Russia. 49 bridges span the river and its canals within the city's limits. The elevation of Moscow at the All Russia Exhibition Center, where the leading Moscow weather station is situated, is 156 meters. Teplostanskaya Highland is the city's highest point at 255 meters. The width of Moscow city from west to east is 39.7 kilometers, and the length from north to south is 51.8 kilometers. Moscow has a humid continental climate with long, cold, although average by Russian standards, winters usually lasting from mid-November to the end of March, and warm summers. More extreme continental climates at the same latitude, such as parts of eastern Canada or Siberia, have much colder winters, suggesting that there is still significant moderation from the Atlantic Ocean. Weather can fluctuate widely, with temperatures ranging from -25 degrees Celsius in the city and -30 degrees Celsius in suburbs to above 5 degrees Celsius in the winter, and from 10 to 35 degrees Celsius in the summer. Moscow serves as the reference point for the time zone used in most of European Russia, Belarus and the Republic of Crimea. The areas operate in what is referred to in international standards as Moscow Standard Time, which is 3 hours ahead of UTC, or UTC+3. Daylight saving time is no longer observed. According to the geographical longitude, the average solar noon in Moscow occurs at 12:30.